And just like that, it's better.
Nice. Hello and welcome, our two remaining followers after last week's episode. We're glad you're here.
This is my formal resignation from the podcast.
Oh, I don't accept your resignation. I need a 2 weeks notice.
I'm turning in over a month ahead of time.
Unfortunately, we're not taking resignations at this time. Please check back next quarter.
It'd be wild if a company's like, no, you're not allowed to.
Right? Could you imagine? I do want to say before we get started, before we do the highs and lows, thank you to our 588 followers at the time of this recording. I remember when we used to drop the numbers in the episodes and they were like 20, 25, 50. And so after over a year of doing this, almost 2 years, if you can believe it. No. Yes. No?
No.
A
year and a half.
A year and a half. Hold on, everybody.
Well, poor Sam is coughing up the biggest hairball.
Oh my God.
You okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Yeah, so 588 Spotify followers.
Oh, that's Spotify.
That's Spotify.
Wow. Okay.
Let's drop the numbers. Let's see. On Instagram, we have 422. Yay. We love all 422 of you. And then on TikTok, 3,898.
Yeehaw.
Remember when it was under 100 and we got that comment of like, no wonder you have 10 followers? Like,
yes.
Look at us now.
Yeah, bitch.
Yeah. Somebody cares about plus size problems. Some people can relate. 3,000. So
we're not hung up on that or anything though. Not at all.
No, I don't give a shit. I just sometimes you need a motivator. And that person doesn't know that they really motivated, at least me, to be like, all right, then watch.
I just got to sit back and talk and they'll come to me.
That's so true. That's so true.
I'm just kidding.
Speaking of talking, share with us your highs and lows because we didn't do that last episode. We just went straight in.
Yeah, we just raw dogged it. Beep. I'm just kidding. My highs and lows. It's honestly just been like kind of chill since we recorded 2 weeks ago. Like it's just there's no huge highs, there's no lows.
I'll take it.
You go first. Maybe that'll remind me of something.
All right. So my highs is I received the sweetest birthday presents from my best friend. One of them is a candle that's burning right now. It smells incredible. The other one was a custom-made cup that says writer on it. And the other one is a Christmas ornament that says 2025, the year I was published. And I just wanted to share with everyone how grateful I am for the most incredible friend I could ever ask for. So kind, so thoughtful, so loving and supportive.
So sweaty.
Haley.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That was a huge high. Another high is I went to a wedding last night of my other two friends. Congratulations to Lauren and Chad. I know you don't listen.
Damn.
Yeah, they just don't listen. But congratulations. Your wedding was the best wedding I've ever been to. It was absolutely incredible. They had breakfast food as the food. They had temporary tattoos because one of them is a tattoo artist.
Of course.
Custom, everything was so beautiful. It was like we called it I think it was like the emo Met Gala is what it was. Yeah, the emo Met Gala.
Was there a black wedding dress?
It was like half black, half white. So it was very beautiful. They got married a year ago on October 13th. at the courthouse. And then they had their wedding ceremony yesterday.
Aww.
And it was beautiful. I got them a custom image of Bob's Burgers, but as them as Bob and Linda.
That's so cool.
I nailed it. When I was like wrapping it, I was like, my God. And we put it in like a gothic frame for them.
Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah. So.
I don't know these people, but that's awesome.
Yeah, it was an awesome wedding. We would have had so much fun. So that's another high. I would say the last high would be tomorrow. I have a Zoom consult for a like ritual style ceremony tattoo.
Ooh.
I've never had one of those done, and our shop doesn't offer them. So I went to a friend of a friend to book this. And if it goes well, I will absolutely talk about it and share with you guys all the details.
For those who are curious, what is a ritual style tattoo?
So it's basically a slow spiritual experience where you can kind of customize it. So instead of going into like a normal shop where there's like other people and you just go in, you get the stencil, you get the tattoo, you leave. It's like we're gonna light candles. I may take a bath like before I go, like a spiritual bath. We may have herbs or flowers, certain music playing, certain lighting, like really like connection. I don't know if she's going to do it because I want it done on my fingers, and I already have like my knuckles done. And tattoo artists literally hate doing hands and fingers. Like it's just a very annoying spot. A lot of fallout, heals kind of badly depending on what you do. But I want her to do like the bottom half because of like giving tarot readings and stuff. I think like my hands are just like super connected, and I've been like really in my like woo era lately. So I'm like, okay, like I want to get this, like, I don't want to get my palms yet because I want to go to like a specialist because palms fall out so badly. But I'm like, let me dip my toes on the bottom half of my fingers, which is gonna hurt. I know that. That's why I got my knuckles done first. Because my knuckles didn't hurt at all, but I know like the bottom half it gets more sensitive. So I'm excited about it. We'll see if she'll do it.
Do you think you'll eventually do like your top knuckles?
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping she'll do.
Oh, I thought
like I want her to go.
These done.
Like,
these.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she's
gonna go. Put anything like around your nail bed? Oh, it's the whole thing.
It's gonna be the whole thing. Like I want her to do like the whole bottom half.
That's sick. Your palms though. What the fuck?
Yeah, I want my palms done. I want to get like, as I'm like Crowley, like woo. Talk about being canceled. Like I want to get my palms done, but it has to be a basic design because it can't be too intricate, and then you have to get someone to just blast you. Like one person that I know has their palms done, they like had nerve damage for a year because of how intense the session was. So, and it's like one of the most painful spots, and you don't want to go through it for nothing, right? You want your tattoo to last. So it's like, all right, what can I do that's basic but also meaningful? You know what I mean? And also, like, can you strap me down during it? Like,
yeah, nerve damage though.
Yeah, YOLO.
Okay, well,
maybe I won't feel my arthritis as much. Like nerve damage, it's fine.
Or you'll feel it like intensely because you'll have like the nerve damage just like
That's so true. As my mom's listening to this, being like, "Don't do it."
Yeah,
because she has like what's that? I can't remember what it's called.
Is it like neuropathy or something?
Yeah, she has neuropathy, and she's like, it's the worst pain I've ever felt in my life. So I'm just like, let me sign up for that.
Right.
In my 30s. Yay for a palm tattoo. But
it'll work. It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Those are my highs. My lows. Honestly, things have been so good over here. A low.
ASMR.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of, honestly, like things have just been like really good. Like I don't have a low, I don't think. Surprisingly, it's either been like super chill or super awesome. So I'm gonna be like, you know what? No lows this week.
Nice.
No lows. Things have been good.
I did remember a high.
Okay.
I scheduled a tattoo appointment for my birthday. I scheduled it a while ago. I guess I just completely forgot, but thankfully you reminded me.
Yay!
I'm getting my 444 touched up and adding the Sagittarius constellation above it.
Oh.
And on my right thigh, like above my knee, I'm getting Jupiter and Saturn.
I love
my
it.
favorite planets.
Oh my gosh, Saturn's one of your favorite planets?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, this will already be out by then. Damn. Sucks.
What?
I was going to say Thursday is an amazing day to do any type of working. Because
of the full moon in Aries?
No, not just that. I think Venus is conjunct Jupiter. I'm not sure what the aspect is. I can actually tell you. On this is going to come out after. Sorry guys. It sucks.
I get emails from Channy Nicholas, and the subject line on the horoscope for the week was like big week for being annoying. And I was like, sure.
Not conjunct, trine. Sorry. So Venus is trine, which is such a lucky placement aspect, Jupiter. So
on Jupiter's day, no less.
On Jupiter's day, no less, under full moon. So it's going to be a banger of a day. Really good for doing any type of working when it comes to like fertility. Fertility can be money, expansion, stuff like that. Whatever you're trying to grow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, don't use that word.
I'm just saying, the members of the garden, they already got the astrology forecast for this week. They already know what's up.
They're little rosebuds.
Yeah. Oh, cute. Oh my God. I'm taking that immediately, Haley.
That will be
it's in the personality. Yeah. My God.
No, you can use it. I'm happy to help.
Oh yeah. I wasn't going to need your permission. I was just going to. Amazing. Anyways, do you have any lows you want to share?
Other than this disrespect right now, no, I can't think of anything.
Yeah, gosh, your co-host is just the worst. I don't know how you
thought about me about the last episode. So
I did not. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
No, it's okay. I'm just being a goober. But for real, no lows that I can think of. Things have been pretty decent.
Nice. All right. I know. So we're gonna keep it moving on this energy. Then we're gonna talk today. This episode is messy Reddit. So messy Reddit fun. We decided to take a breather after getting political. So
our mere existence is political, but okay.
I know.
Go off.
So we're going to Reddit for some. I know my stories are kind of messy. Like it's just like, wow, that's messy. One of your stories I almost took as well because I like put it in the outline and I was like, Haley already has this one. Okay.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
It was the cousin one. It's the cousin one.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I was like, serve. It's okay. Do you want to go first?
You can go first.
Okay. All right. So, speaking of messy, I thought this was like so I don't know. I just feel like this is like a fun it's a little short one. Subject line, it's from r/off my chest. I love this subreddit. I don't like children.
I saw that one and I was like, all right.
Yeah. I recently got drunk with a friend and told him something I have never told anyone else because I was ashamed and afraid of being viewed as a monster. I do not like children, like at all. I do not find them cute, funny, or interesting in the least. I will joke with the child or even play to entertain them, but only if I feel forced to do so. My niece, for example, or a close friend's child. I do not think many people feel the same way I do. I am 43-year-old male and have never had the desire to have kids. I have left several relationships either because of not being able to tolerate her child, Jesus, or upon realizing that she would want children one day with me. I cannot explain why I am like this. I have no memories of being abused as a child. I have never acted inappropriately with a child, but rather I feel a numbness and complete lack of emotion for them. Is this something I should seek help for?
Probably.
You think so?
A little, as someone who's not crazy about kids themselves, like, I like kids, but I also don't like kids.
Right.
You know, there's they can be a lot of fun, but God, when they're being annoying, like, send help. But I just feel like to have that strong of a reaction, like, one, pause. Why are you dating some people that have children if you don't like kids that bad?
Facts.
Like, you could just not.
Right.
Like, I respect that whenever the kids thing comes up, he ends the relationship, as he
Mm-hmm.
should, because, if you're that staunch about it and someone else is clearly hot to have kids, that's not going to work.
Right.
But I just feel like if you are the numbness is what gets me.
I
It's
was
not
literally
the
about to say that. It's the
it's
numbness.
not like the, oh, they're so overstimulating, or like I just find them really annoying. It's like the, like, he doesn't give a fuck, and it's like, maybe it is nothing, but probably worth seeking help to at least rule out anything.
Yeah. I feel like if you can't have empathy for another human,
Mhm.
then that should be explored, right?
Yeah.
The numbness, the emptiness towards another human being, a little human, like a
Mhm.
small little human, a young human. Like, let's explore this area. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, just not wanting kids, or, like when he was talking about, like, oh, like, I don't find them cute, funny, or interesting in the least. Like, that's fine. Like,
Mhm.
there's so many people that feel the exact same way. They're child free. It was the numbness. It was the
Mhm.
numbness that I was like, okay, this,
Yeah.
maybe you should explore this. Like, not necessarily like go to a therapist and be like, I'm a psychopath, but like
Yeah.
being like, hey, like, this is how I feel, numbed to another human, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
That is concerning. Like, just in that regard.
Right.
And are there any comments or updates?
So I'm looking
Reddit is so weird about kids. I'm just like honestly kind of intrigued.
that's why it's kind of messy. Most of this is basically like, no, like, you don't need to seek help. Like, lots of people are child free. Um, like, this one person actually says, I love my own children, but typically can't stand other people's kids. I
Mhm.
think a lot of people feel this way, but just keep it to themselves. So it's basically like just having support for this person.
Yeah.
Like, this one person, like, exactly, children suck except your own. Like, because it is a lot. Like,
Mhm.
some people just aren't paternal and don't
Yeah.
have that paternal drive. I think it's just like, is it truly numbness, or is it just not a paternal drive? You know what I mean?
Right.
Are you like completely emotionless, like nothing, feeling nothing when you're in the presence of children?
Yeah.
Because then it's like, oh, like, do you also feel nothingness around other types of individuals as well? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
I think that that's worth exploring, but everyone's actually on this person's side, which I think is nice that they have like a safe space, like Reddit's being pretty safe for them.
Yeah.
Um, this person even says, like, I feel exactly the same way as a female. I just don't get the baby fever. All my peers do. And like, that's nice that they could like say that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um,
I am on board, and I think it's mostly okay if not for the numbness. Like,
yeah, I agree.
people, I don't have that maternal drive, or like if I get baby fever, it's like in a completely ideal world and it's for like 30 seconds.
Right.
But I also have like fur baby fever too.
Right. My God.
It's just
Same.
that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But like if something happened to one of my friend's kids, or like if I saw a kid get really hurt, like I would feel it would be really upsetting, something like
Yeah.
that.
Right.
It's, I don't know. I don't think this person's a monster,
No, I don't either.
but I don't think it's never a bad idea to seek help for something.
Right. Talk it out with a professional.
Yeah.
Explore it. Explore this.
Right.
All right. Your turn.
All right. So sort of, well, it's kind of a dark comparison. I'm just going to get into it. This is from True Off My Chest. I'm having an abortion and my partner is leaving me for it.
Okay. Let's
So like
go.
I was going to say sort of
Yeah.
in the vein of kids, but also not.
Also not.
Anyway, I've been with my partner for over a year. I'm in my early 20s, so is he. Before we even started dating, we talked about our views on children. I want to have a kid one day. I really do. But I think it would be extremely selfish to have one now. I would have to give up my clients. My job is very physically active. My final year of school would be interrupted, and my mental health is not in a great place at all. I would have to stop the medication I rely on for mental health. My partner's family is very against abortion. His mom almost died when having him, and they told her that if she didn't abort the baby, she would die. She didn't. She was lucky. My partner isn't against other people getting abortions, but when it comes to his kid, he is. Right before I found out, we had broken up a few times. I didn't want this, but he knew my mental health was in a horrible place and felt like he was making it worse. I don't know about that, but regardless. I told him I was pregnant and he was immediately by my side. But he wants me to keep it. He said that we can make everything work, that everything would be okay. I can't. I can't bring a child into this world with no money and bad mental health. It's selfish. He told me he doesn't know if he can even see me. He said after this, he will never speak to me again or even look at me again. His mom told him if he speaks to me again, she will disown him, and he loves his mom more than anyone in the world. Not only am I losing a child, but I'm losing him, and I'm totally alone. My mental health was already in a bad place, and now it's worse than it has ever been.
Okay. So this may come off wrong. So let me explain.
Oh boy.
Choosing to suffer is a choice. And this is coming off as like, I'm choosing to suffer. Like, to be honest, like, not mental health wise, but in the way of like the viewpoint of, I think this person is obviously struggling. They've admitted struggling with their mental health. And you want to feel as though your partner will be there for you, right? No matter what. But again, we come back to that belief system.
Yeah.
Like we talked about in the last episode, this person, their partner has a belief system of like, I do not want my child aborted, right? And that is their belief, whatever. But this individual who I'm assuming, do they go by she, her? Do they say their pronouns?
It doesn't say.
Okay.
I have to assume, but
I'm going to hit it with a they. They have a right to their body autonomy. I am pro-choice through and through, like to the core, So it's like you're choosing, like no matter what they choose, there's like a suffering. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like the choice of suffering is you either suffer through the loss of losing your partner, or you suffer through the choice of choosing yourself.
Yeah.
Right? I vote choose suffering by choosing yourself, because your partner made it very clear they were going to choose them. They were going to choose themselves, like literally.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Like it's on paper, is it a shitty thing for the guy to do? To be like, well, if you do that, I'm out.
Right.
I would say so.
Me too.
But it's also, it's his choice just as much as it is hers. Like, he can't stop her, but that doesn't mean that he has to just accept it either.
Right.
Like, if he really can't, and clearly his mom is being manipulative, which is always a great sign.
Love that for them. Yeah.
Yeah. I think all the reasons that she stated are completely valid, and I understand those.
Same.
And as heartbreaking as it would be to have to go through that, I think in 5-10 years, I think she will look back and realize that she did make the right choice and that this wasn't the right person for her.
Right.
Because the right person for her wouldn't do that.
Right. And I think that this also like shows you how hard of a choice it is for them, because they say like, not only am I losing a child, so like they already view this. This isn't like a discussion of like, oh, it's a fetus. You know what I mean? Like they like view this as a child, and they're making that choice, and it's hurtful. Like it's causing pain. But you know, to be so aware of yourself and know that like not only is it, you know, we talk about abortion like it's just about the pregnancy, but like there would be a baby, there would be a child that would be in a household with someone that has admitted to having poor mental health,
Yeah.
admitted to having to go off the medication that would cause them to be stable,
Yeah.
admitted to not being financially stable, right? Like,
And that's before you even get into the postpartum aspect.
exactly. Or all
Yeah.
the all the what comes with having a child, like the
Mhm.
financial burden of that. So it's
Yeah.
like, okay, I think they're making an extremely educated decision
Mhm.
with the rights that they have.
Yeah.
And in doing so, they have chosen to lose their partner because not only they're putting themselves, but they're also putting the child and their well-being above everything, knowing that they would be bringing this child into a terrible environment.
Yeah.
And it's not like, for people that are very pro or not like that are very against, it's like, okay, foster care isn't like,
It's
isn't
it's not the paradise they
it's
make it out to
not the
be.
paradise. Like, getting like having your child for adoption, like these are not easy. Just like, you know what, actually, let's go with option B. Like, it's not
Yeah.
like that. You know what I
No.
mean?
Not at all.
So,
And I think for her to want to have a kid and make this decision anyway,
right,
that is extremely painful. Like that's not an easy decision to go through.
right.
So to like she's viewing it as objectively as she can.
Yeah,
Like it sucks that it's turning out this way.
exactly.
But it's sometimes the hard choice is or actually a lot of times the hard choice is the right choice.
Exactly. Yeah. Sorry, OP.
Yeah,
We feel for you. I know that's hard.
it is.
Messy. Well, at least she knows like her partner showing who they are right out the gate.
Yeah,
You know?
before being saddled with a kid in real life
Right. And I
that
mean,
connected to him for 18 plus years.
right. And I think that this, you never really know how you feel about a situation until you're in it. So like
Mhm.
even my husband can be like, "No, like I'm so pro-choice. I'm so pro-choice." And then like I'm like, "Actually, I'm going to yeetus this fetus." And he'd be like,
Mhm.
you know what I mean? Like he may not like that. That may cause like a very intense hurdle, like challenge in
Yeah.
our marriage. Like you don't know. So, you
Yeah.
know, you never know.
You really don't.
All right. Speaking of messy, I was like, let's do this new title like messy Reddit because like I feel like these stories are just so messy. Like,
Mhm.
am I the asshole for calling my wife crazy? Speaking of pregnancy, I, 35 male, realized that calling my wife, 36 female, crazy is a bit of a faux pas. Yeah,
Mhm.
faux pas.
That's correct.
But I genuinely think I was justified here. Already. My wife is
I'm going to
pregnant.
need info.
I know. My wife is pregnant with our second child, and our first just turned 2. Today, while I was working from home, my wife asked me to come down and help her with something urgent. I come downstairs to find my 2-year-old son has got a bunch of those spike ball shaped burrs in his hair while playing outside. After discussing it with my wife, we decided to cut his hair to get them out. I cut
If
his
it's that
hair.
many, yeah.
I cut his hair just at the back of his head where his hair reaches his shoulders. I try my best to clean it up and make it even, but my 2-year-old is not the most cooperative. Ultimately, it looks a little rough, but only around the back of his neck, and I tell my wife I can clean it up next time he takes a bath, as it will be easier with wet hair. Note his entire head of hair looks exactly the same as before, but the back of his neck above his shoulders is uneven. My
Hmm.
wife proceeds to freak out that I have ruined our son's hair, accuses me of being a liar as I apparently overstated my hair cutting abilities, and says that we need to get him professional haircut. At this point, I say that I need to go back to work and my wife continues to yell at me. I set a boundary that I'm not going to continue talking about this with her. She proceeds to continuing to push the subject and saying any mother would be this upset about this happening. I say that she is being a lunatic and needs to calm down and proceed to go back upstairs and continue working. Then my wife canceled our afternoon plans, including a doctor's appointment, which I took off to go with her, and proceeds to take off to her mother's house. I realized I probably did not handle this the best way, but my wife was yelling at me over a collaborative decision we made and acting as if I was not being empathetic when she's the one who initiated the name calling. Also, I feel like skipping a doctor's appointment, which was not urgent, due to a child's haircut is a prime example of lunacy.
So you didn't call her crazy, you called her a lunatic.
Yes.
Which is, I would say, worse.
Yes.
You also called a pregnant woman a lunatic.
That's...
By default, pregnant women are not even keeled in their emotional responses. Not at all.
Nailed it. That's how I feel. Like, you have a pregnant woman, pregnant people, whatever, with hormones literally growing another human, hormones surging, body changing, organs moving, bones shifting.
And the first kid's only 2. So, like,
yeah,
I don't know how pregnant this person is, but this is like not that long after the last one, you know?
Right. And my thing
Sleep
is, like,
deprived, crazy.
Sleep deprived. Yeah, like, you're really trying to tell me y'all's first solution was to cut hair instead of getting, like, mayonnaise? Be so for real right now.
Mayonnaise?
Absolutely. Have you never had to have a mayo hair?
No.
Bro, mayo is good for everything. It's good for lice. It's good for gum. It's good for so much stuff because it's oil-based. Like, not everybody has castor oil or grapeseed oil or olive oil, you know.
I believe you. The lice is kind of giving me pause because, like, no, we got to kill that shit. But I could see how that, if that's already in your repertoire, I could see how you would think that's a good solution. My thing about it, if you make the decision to cut the hair, finish the job. Don't make like one bad pass and be like, well, I'll get it the next time he takes a bath. Like, that would piss me off too.
Right.
And then be like, oh, well, I have to get back to work. No, you have to fix this hair.
Right.
Like, come on.
I don't know. I'm also like team like
He's also a 2-year-old boy.
It's a 2-year-old boy. I think that's my thing. Like, I feel like I kind of see both sides of, like, it is just hair. Like, I cut my own hair as a kid and, like, my mom was like, well, we're bowling it, you know, putting a bowl on top and you're looking like shit. To be honest, like, you're looking terrible. But at the same time, like, I think that there needs to be some grace with pregnant people, and, like, the comments are on his side, which is,
of course,
you know, frustrating because it's like, oh, like, if you give, you know, giving her a pass because pregnancy brain can really do a number on you. Like, you know what? God forbid he's uncomfortable for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I don't understand how they got to that conclusion. That doesn't sound like the Reddit I'm familiar with.
But it's also like, for me, I'm also kind of like, both people suck because, like, I am always team no name calling in a relationship. Like,
what did she call him first?
He doesn't state. He leaves that part out.
Convenient.
Yeah. Yeah. So we don't know. We don't know what the names were called. But he shared that he called her crazy, blah, blah, but he called her a lunatic. I think, like, name calling is so childish. Use your words, you know, argue from a place of you both respect one another and love one another. And if you can't do that, then you need to work on how to be in a partnership and how to be in a relationship.
Yeah.
So
I think that although OP's partner is also an adult, OP is not the pregnant one right now.
Right.
And therefore, like, although there's, how do I say this? Like, pregnancy isn't carte blanche to, like, act however the fuck you want. But if it's a reaction that is out of character and takes you by surprise, maybe be like, maybe it's the pregnancy.
Right.
Instead of just being like, you're a lunatic.
Right. Yeah.
Like, it's not like she set the front lawn on fire in response or something.
Right. I
You
think,
know, I was
yeah.
waiting to see if it was actually a crazy behavior.
I agree. Yeah. We have some mixed reviews in the comments, but for me it's very much like kind of they both suck. Like she doesn't
Yeah.
suck for her reaction because like pregnancy brain, but she does suck
Mhm.
for like canceling a doctor's appointment. Like that was stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Dramatic. Yeah.
that did nothing, you
Running to your
know.
mother's.
Running to
Like,
your mother's, like we really need to work on communication skills, everybody. Like
yeah.
let's talk it out calmly and effectively, but I can say that because I'm not in their relationship, so
Yeah. Giving them the old couples therapy treatment, I see.
yeah. Communicate.
All right. Am I the a hole for refusing to steep my tea in a special way for my BF? Well, it's not a
What?
euphemism. It literally it's about tea.
I know, that's the most ridiculous Reddit story I've ever heard. Keep going.
I, 26, like to steep my black tea at the correct or suggested temperature, usually pretty hot. And I found if you steep it lower, there's definitely an effect on taste. My boyfriend, 26, is more sensitive to heat. He has a, quote, cat's tongue, if you will. When I make us both tea, I serve his in this mug that changes color with heat. As the tea cools, the design on the mug gradually becomes an opaque black. He's told me in the past this mug is a helpful gauge for him. Now he's insisting I serve it to him at a temperature that's perfect for him to drink. Instead of just waiting until his tea cools down, he wants me to steep his tea differently. This, amongst a pattern of other unusual expectations, makes me feel like more of a butler than a girlfriend. I asked if he wanted tea because I was making some for myself, and he said, "Are you going to make it like I asked?" When I replied he was being ridiculous, he said I was inconsiderate. I just don't see why his impatience to wait for his tea to cool is my problem. I already make an effort of always using the heat sensitive mug for him, which isn't dishwasher safe, so I hand wash after every use. I don't see why I also have to steep his tea in some special and incorrect at that way. Am I the a hole?
No, I think that he can make his own fucking tea.
Mm hmm. I agree. If I know that there are, I know the tea heads are probably like fully on OP's side because there is a lot of like specific temperature for a specific type of tea and it does affect the taste. So, like, I totally get that. And if the boyfriend has a problem with that, he can make his own or not have tea.
I agree. Like that's so weird.
Or also, like, drop an ice cube in it.
Ew. Oh, Haley, no. Oh my God,
I'm
no.
just saying, like,
Oh.
if he really can't wait, ice cube or a little bit of cold water will cool it down.
Mm-mm. When
Like,
you
it's leaf water.
I know, I
You're
just
adding
can't.
water to leaf water.
I know. Just I was thinking about when he said, "Are you going to make it the way I asked?" I'm like, right then and there, right?
Yeah.
Like it's the disrespect. Like for
Mhm.
me, like she's already being kind and generous,
Mhm.
making you tea, asking you if you want tea.
Yeah. And
No.
he's like, "Well, you make it how I want
No.
in my special mug
No.
with my curly straw."
No.
Yeah. I read this. I was like, I saw the title. I was like, I have to see what this is actually about, and it really is just about fucking tea.
Yeah, that's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Like I knew by the title I was like this is dumb. Like this is dumb. This, you know what's messy is the fact that she's even continuing to serve him tea.
Yeah.
No. No.
Honestly, stand
Honestly.
up,
My God.
Lord.
It shouldn't activate me like that. Okay. I'm going to make this my last story
Okay.
because we're getting close to time. This one's kind of shorter. This enrages me. I want everyone to know I'm enraged by this.
Oh boy.
Okay. Am I the asshole for stalking my girlfriend's friend's Instagram? Hey, Reddit. So, I've been with my girlfriend for about 6 months now, and everything has been great. However, something happened recently that has me questioning if I'm in the wrong. My girlfriend has this friend. Let's call her Sarah, who I've met a few times when we've hung out in a group setting. I think Sarah is really cool and we have similar interests. A couple weeks ago, I came across Sarah's Instagram profile and started scrolling through her posts. I found myself checking her profile almost daily and liking her photos. Last week, my girlfriend noticed that I've been liking Sarah's pictures and asked me about it. I tried to play it off as no big deal, but she got upset and said that it made her uncomfortable that I was stalking her friend's social media. I honestly didn't mean any harm by it and don't have any romantic interest in Sarah. I just enjoyed seeing her posts. But now I'm wondering, am I the asshole for looking at and liking my girlfriend's friend's Instagram photos?
Bruh. So
Mm-hmm.
I would say stalking is the correct word. Checking the profile every day is weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's like, and I'm saying this as someone that's a creep. Like, I will be on Instagram, I will be on social media being like, I wonder what this person's up to.
Right.
But not the same person every fucking day. Are you kidding me?
Right.
Your girlfriend's friend who is really cool. She might be really cool.
Right.
But I think you're also full of shit because, like, you cannot be checking this profile every single day and liking all of the pictures and, like, be surprised that the girlfriend is like, hey, this makes me uncomfortable. Just
Right.
out of the blue.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're kidding yourself if you don't have any, if you are so out of touch with your own feelings.
Yes, top comment. You're the asshole. Are you kidding me, bro?
Period.
Period. It's the fact that he has no relationship with Sarah. Like,
yeah, that too.
That's what gives me creepy vibes, is that you hang out with this person in a group setting, yet you and your girlfriend have like together have made no effort to, I guess, like you don't share that you've made an effort to like form a friendship with this person, like an outside of group friendship.
Right.
So it's weird.
It is.
It's weird.
Yeah, I agree with that. It is really weird.
Yeah, and like take gender out of it. Like, could you imagine having someone that you know is like, say like Jax had a friend that you met at pinball, and this friend is just like, and not even a friend, but like a mutual, is constantly liking all your photos and your stories and but not engaging in conversation, just like liking and stalking. Weird. You're weird.
That's very weird.
It's giving, I like to view your life, but don't want to engage with you at all.
Like, I know some people may be like socially awkward, and you know, that's understandable. But this is very weird.
It's very weird. And it's weird that it wasn't a conversation. Like, hey, girlfriend, I came across Sarah's Instagram and we have a lot in common, and I'd like to be her friend. So I'm letting you know that, can we discuss me reaching out to her, or, you know, being more directly involved with her Instagram? Like, how does that make you feel?
It could have even like that is a great way to handle it, but it could have even been less than that. Like, hey, I saw Sarah's profile. We have a lot in common. Like, I'd like to get to know her better, and I want you to be comfortable with it. Like, let the three of us like hang out.
Yes.
Like, be transparent about it.
Right.
Like, I feel for the girlfriend to bring it up makes me feel like Sarah, what that was her name? Sarah said something. And that's not good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's giving, everyone's in agreement in the comments. You're the asshole. You're the asshole. You're stalking.
Yeah, you don't have to follow someone in the dark to be stalking.
Right. Like, do you give this much attention to anyone else's Instagram, your girlfriends, other friends,
Dudes.
dudes? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
people are just reaming this poor dude. Like Reddit is really doing God's work here. Like, so I'm guessing you've cheated in the past. Like, this poor dude cannot
Yeah.
catch a break. So yeah, Reddit's really, really doing the work for us. So yes, you're the asshole. It's weird. That's it. That's it for me.
Mm-hmm.
You got one more you want to hit him with?
Yes. Let me see. Yep. All right. Today I effed up. Well, there's another curse word in it, so starting over. Today I fucked up by developing the worst fucking involuntary reflex a person can wish for.
What?
Me and my buddies often joke around about serious subjects to alleviate the tension. Two well known phrases we use in our buddy group are sit down and couldn't be me. To give you an idea, person A would go, oh fuck, I forgot to pay my electric bill and now it's stacked up to 3 months. Person B would respond, sit down, as in life owned you and you can't do shit about it. The unexpectedness of it and usually the amount of context that this can apply to makes it a pretty funny joke from time to time. Another example is person B saying, man, my Tesla stock just went down by 25%. Person A, damn, couldn't be me. You get the gist of it. I'm particularly pretty good at choosing the right situations for these kind of jokes since they have a time and place. I used to pride myself on this awareness until today.
Oh
There I
God.
was, zoning out at a family social when my uncle talks about how he's so happy about how his kid got out of jail. And I mindlessly respond, couldn't be me.
Oh my God.
The silence was loud. I wished I could rewind time, but I couldn't. The whole family's eyes were staring daggers at me, and there was no escape for what felt like eons. I don't know why I said it. I didn't even process the conversation that was being had at the moment, but I. Oops. Uh oh. But I just said it anyway, and now I'm the family 6 foot life size sentient dildo.
Oh my God.
TLDR said something inappropriate at a family meeting, and now I'm embarrassed. Edit. Y'all are ruthless.
It's hilarious.
It is.
That's hilarious.
Also, like, could absolutely be me to do
Could
something like that.
absolutely. That is so perfect for my can't read a room humor. Beautiful. Beautiful.
I thought it was so fun.
God, it's so messy and funny.
Oh, mess.
Mess. I love it. That's hilarious.
Thank you.
That's a good one to end it on.
Yeah.
Where can they find us?
You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Threads at Plus Size Section, on TikTok at the Plus Size Section. If you want to send us some stuff or whatever, you can do that at the plus size section at gmail.com. And as always, we would love it if you could give us a 5-star rating, like our podcast, share our podcast rather. But yeah, I think that covers it. Be nice to us, please.
Be nice to us, please. Okay, bye.
Bye, y'all.